Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Peyton Watson.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the three. And for the Thunder, two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Williams in at the three slot. The start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now here's SGA. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Murray passes to Jokic. About a minute played here so far in the first. Gordon can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Gordon outside. Now here's Watson. Denver moving it around. Jokic the screen. For 3, Hardaway. And again, it's Denver missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Hey, Gilgeous-Alexander again. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Outside Watson. Holmgren against Gordon. Puts up a 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes it on the layup. 10 points for him.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Dort, he's checked in for Holmgren, and Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. And Denver with a change here too. Brown's checked in. And that one's good. SGA.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Pass to Watson. Brown, a screen on Dort. And here's Jokic. Here's Gordon from the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. 1:49 left in the first quarter. SGA against Hardaway. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Nuggets trail by 7. Jokic finds Brown. Back to Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Jacks up a three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
So Mark Daigneault, he'll call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for Oklahoma City, Carlson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jang comes in for Williams. And it's Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Tyson comes in for Gordon. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Watson. And Brown subbed in for Hardaway. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
And the call is going to be yes on an illegal screen.
And they were the best team in the league on the break. Nobody scored more points in transition than they did. The up-tempo game was their calling card.
And those assist numbers from last season tell the whole story. This team played the most unselfish basketball in the league. Look at who's out there now for Denver. Holmes, he's checked in for Tyson. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown. Now here's Brown. The three from Valanciunas. Jang pulls it in. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Caruso against Murray. Here's Caruso. Still no points. Dort outside. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder. They're up by 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Now here's Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And the switch here also for Denver. Jones is checked in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. Brown, he's checked in for Denver. Murray against Mitchell. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The kick out to Wiggins. It's stolen by Johnson, and Denver pushing it up now. Brown passes to Brown, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
And here's Mitchell. No points so far. Inside, here's Joe. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Johnson against Wiggins. Valanciunas with a screen on Wiggins. Johnson for 3. No good there.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Nuggets trail by 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Valanciunas. Yep, that one goes. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Johnson. Watson, he's checked in for Brown. And Hardaway is subbed in for Brown. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
SGA hits them both. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and SGA throws it down.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Screen by Gordon. Down low. Hartenstein against Jokic. To the middle. Oh, throw it down! Nice!
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now here's SGA. Last game with 30. Going to town inside.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you, BA.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's SGA. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Williams, a screen on Brown. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Gordon outside. Back to Brown. Jokic with a screen on SGA.
A little contact never seems to bother Brown. I mean, he's such a hard-nosed player. I love his attitude.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
The Thunder making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 12. 26 seconds left in the half. Gets the three to fall. Wallace has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Brown against Mitchell. Brown scanning the floor. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Watson. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Out to Gordon. Let's go with a three. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Looking at the Nuggets, I always prefer to start the season at home. They don't have that luxury, but sometimes the W is even sweeter on the road.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Thunder.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On the court for Denver, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the three.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Here's Jokic. Misses the baby hook. Thunder leading by 17. SGA with it. Excellent defense there from Watson. Jokic passes to Hardaway, and he dunks it down.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Clark, last year, Jokic had arguably one of the greatest offensive seasons in NBA history.
Absolutely amazing, B.A. I mean, he averaged a 30-point touchdown, triple-double, shooting over 57% from the field and 41 from three. This guy is building one of the greatest legacies we've ever seen in the league.
Pass to Gordon. On target from range. Gordon's got 8 points.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Murray. No points yet. Denver moving it around. Hartenstein against Jokic. Clock at 4. Here's Murray, and it's blocked by SGA.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Murray. Gordon outside. Fires the three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
All eyes on SGA, so he kicks it out to the perimeter. Just excellent recognition.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Murray. He's scoreless. Outside Hardaway. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Pass to Hartenstein. SGA doubled. Gordon with a steal. Here's the break. Three-pointer. And it's Watson missing. Thunder leading by 14. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points in the game. Takes it inside. Outside Murray. Watson passes to Jokic. Now Gordon. Picked by Murray. Shot clock at 5. And that's good. Gordon for 3. Gordon's got 13 now.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
So for Oklahoma City, Carlson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Lou Dort comes in for Jalen Williams. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. And then for Denver, Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Watson. And it's Brown in for Hardaway. Now here's Jokic. Shot from 12. Jump shot is good. 6 points for him.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, defended by Brown.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Count it. Good. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And stolen by Brown. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Carlson. Caruso comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Denver, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Tyson in for Murray. Here's Tyson. Johnson for 3. Nails it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Brown. Pass to Johnson. Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. A deep 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nuggets trail by 7. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. To the paint. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Outside Johnson. Back to Murray. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Williams punches it home.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an open.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Now here's Johnson. Up top, Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. Williams grabs the board.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And here's Mitchell. And they call an illegal screen here.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Strawther comes in for Tyson. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Nuggets trail by 13. On the wing, Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Jokic against Hartenstein. Throw it down, Nikola.
Boy, his ball handling skills for a guy of his size and the creativity he plays with, just remarkable when you watch Jokic do his thing.
Here's SGA, and he drops in the layup off the glass. SGA's got 11 in the second half.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Strawther. Denver moving it around. Jokic with it. Back to Murray. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Holmgren. Williams outside. Murray. Oh, perfect step back.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Yes, sir! Count it!
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
A different look for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Johnson. Watson comes in for Strawther. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Brown. Jokic fires. Holmgren there for the rebound. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Murray against SGA. 14 feet away. That misses.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Here's Gordon. Outside Murray. SGA with a steal. Here we go. All alone. Oh, tried to cap off the break with a jumper. No good. Nuggets trail by 11. Outside Murray. Jokic. A throwback possession. 2 points.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Thunder leading by 9. SGA. Ooh, strong finish. SGA.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
Here's Jokic. cleared away by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Checked by Murray. Nuggets trail by 11. He launches. Oh, it doesn't go. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Thunder.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
For three, buries it from outside.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.